guys, welcome to Queer Prism 256, a podcast that shares LBQ women's and sex workers' day-to-day life experiences and shortcomings in 256. And today, obviously, I'm with my girls,
LJ,
Matilda,
and I, CJ. So, guess what? We're going to talk about sex. What's a relationship without sex?
sex is
And I'm even shy to talk about it, but today we are wilding it out. Okay, so tell me about sex.
Sex is an essential. It's a need, a necessity to me. You know, it's pleasure, it's desire, happiness, somewhat. To me, yeah.
That's it. That's sex. Tilda, tell me about your experience with long-distance relationships and in-person relationships.
Long distance is fun because you get a bit of freedom and you get to know how to cope without the other individual. And it keeps you tense and on edge of what if, so the excitement just keeps piling and piling. But the problem is my body is, I don't know about other people, my body is very demanding when it's in need of something. I'm capable of having blackouts. So usually I prefer the in-person because I can be able to access what I need and be who I need to be. And the long distance, if it is less than, in Jesus' name, like 4 months or 5, I'm okay, I can cope. But if it takes years, my body will demand, and then I don't know what I'm capable of doing with that. As much as they say we have self-control, at times when your body is in need of something, especially if you have a high sexual drive, you don't know what you're capable of.
What do you mean when you say blackouts? Are you talking about sex blackouts or alcohol blackouts since the other person is the other side?
I'll speak on both sides. It doesn't mean that you get the blackout only when you're intoxicated. Yes, I do use substance, and that actually fuels it. But then there are situations whereby some of us even wake up when we are wanking because the body is demanding. You find yourself, you're trying to calm and you get frustrated. So that means in any way possible you forget what the creature looks like and you just want to get what you need. And then when you wake up from the how do they call the orgasm, you'll be like, what the fuck was I dealing with? Why did I even waste my energy? Yeah.
LJ, tell us your view. Long distance or in person?
Considering that I'm in a long distance relationship, I would definitely say I prefer long distance relationship because it gives you that sense of being on your own and surviving, coping. Just like Tilda mentioned, like you be in suspense because you be excited to meet this person, like you do not know when, but you have these whole imaginations in your head. You're like, okay, the moment I meet this person, this is what is going to happen. We're going to try out so many different things. So it leaves you in that state whereby you're really, really excited to be with this person or to meet this person. And it also gives you time to explore your body. It does. Because mostly when your partner is not near you, if they're very far from you and you're trying to connect, have that sexual connection, like you could have phone sex, you could have the virtual sex. So at some point it gives you that sense of exploring your whole body, and in your head you're imagining that, okay, whatever I'm doing, my partner is doing this to me, like, and then you're like, I can't wait for them to do those things onto me. But in relation to that, it gives you that comfort of getting to know your body.
Okay, for me, I think I've been in both, in person and long distance. And my experience with long distance was a time reached, maybe I was falling out, but of love. But so for me, my experience, I've had both long distance and in person. And for the long distance, time reached maybe and I got bored with the whole traveling thing. Maybe because I was falling out, but time reached and I was like, not today. Like, I was coming up with all these excuses in my head of I'm not going to travel just for that. So I guess I would prefer an in-person relationship.
Okay, but in relation to that, what are some of the good things that were like you are able to do while you're with this person? Because yes, we have both
in person and long, and preferences differ.
Yeah. So what are some of the good things that you got out of this relationship, the long distance relationship?
The good thing with long distance relationships is it gives you time to discover yourself. But I'm not someone who loves phone sex, or I can do sexting, but phone sex, virtual sex, I don't think I've done that before. I'm that boring. Yeah.
So would you like to try?
I don't know. I'm curious, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not comfortable with it yet.
I'm also not comfortable with seeing my vagina as I'm coming for you.
Wow. But the other person staring at you.
No. I'm okay with that. I'm just saying, like, the machine I'm using, man, dude.
Guys,
I am trying to, I don't know. I'm okay with the whole texting and going wild and everything, but me seated there and then we're on that laptop and then you're seeing, I'm like, is someone even hacking this, looking at this specimen of mine? I don't know. It comes to me.
I think it also goes back to
how comfortable. Yeah, how comfortable are you with your body?
Yes.
Because if you're comfortable with your body, if you're comfortable with looking at your flower, then trust me, there's no
with your
problem.
Vagina.
Yes, okay, vagina.
It's okay. We can go with LJ's flower. Call it a flower today.
Flower, yeah. So it gives you that comfort of like, I'm comfortable with my body and I'm comfortable with looking at my flower.
The other thing about in-person relationships, I think for the time I've been single, sometimes it gets lonely and I'd love to have someone in the house. Someone to talk to, someone to chat with. Even if you fight, you can always go to the sitting room, I can be in the bedroom. But I know you're there, because sometimes the body will demand just a body contact with someone, even if you're not doing anything. As long as you place your hand on their chest, on their body, as long as two bodies connect.
There's that connection.
That is perfect. First, tell us about foreplay.
Foreplay to me is the journey to the whole extreme excitement. You know how you're walking, like how people who love to work out, or people who love to eat food. You have starters. You have an appetizer. I don't know how those things work for people, but in food, in regards to food,
I know. I'd rather go with my main course instead of bread.
Or what dessert? You skip on
because to me you're feeding me. But anyway, in regards to for those who are etiquette or those who understand that there's that starter pack, it's like the touch, I'm touching cha-cha, and then there's that electricity. So with that electricity, you want to explore more. Where is it going to lead to? So that's the touching, the kissing, the caressing.
So how long should the foreplay?
Honey, as long as it
last?
goes, because I can even come on foreplay, for some of us.
I think for me, I'd rather have the foreplay last for some good time when I'm doing it to someone, so that they can easily get there.
Correction. For me, not for as long as it can. At times, utaddeko engine.
The switch kweli.
Nga kweli ngenda kuyingirawo n'omuliro kitegeera.
No, I think it depends on the kind of sex you're going to have with the person. Because if it's going to be romantic, you can't just dive in. So, like, if you're tipsy and you're kind of drunk, obviously you're going to dive in because you feel like you're ready to have this person, you're ready to feed this person, you're ready to feed on this person. So I think it depends on the situation and the kind of sex you guys are planning to have.
And also us being tipsy or faded or high or drunk, it also depends. Preferences are still different. The people who are by when they're tipsy, they have a very high sexual drive. The people when they're tipsy or high, when they have nothing, zero.
Yeah.
And there are those who want it to take longer, there are those who want it to take short. So we are different. We are different in terms of how the substance actually works on us, the liquor or whatever your happy plus is.
What do you think about being teased? Like someone wants to give it to you and then they
Ooh.
deny you, and then someone wants to tease you again and then they deny you.
Elja?
I like teasing.
I hate it.
Wait, you like being teased or you
like
like
teasing.
I
Which is
like
which? You want both?
teasing. No. I like teasing.
I know, me too. I like teasing. I like to turn you on and know
Yeah.
that you can't get me. That
Yeah.
makes me feel so good.
So good. I'm like, come
but
on,
don't
beg
you
for me.
dare tease me, because I'll grab you.
That's the thing. I also don't like being teased.
I'll
I think
grab your
it's-
ass.
I think it's not like doing it to me, but I would love to do it. I think
But,
that's being
but at some
selfish.
point, I think I would love to be teased because it will kind of turn me on.
Of course it will.
Yeah, and I'll be like, okay, so now what they want me to chase them. You get it? I think it gives you that sense of.
Have you met someone who has been teased and then they get mad?
Yeah, plenty. Especially I'm not to caution. I'm not putting it out there that the conservative ones always do it all the time. But our traditional sisters, sometimes they do not like it because it makes them feel mad. They don't know how. Because, for example, I've had experiences where people are telling me, "Oh, I like it, Tilda. I like it." In my head, I feel like you're joking. You get it? And then your friends come to you and they're like, "By that, so and so was hitting." And are you sure they were serious or they? So there's that thing of perception. We all have different ways we view things. You get it? How you see it is not how the other person sees it. The other person, you'll come and dab for them. If you don't tell them that I just want to dance with you without you touching me, having sex, asking for sex from me, they may end up just grabbing you and they're like, "Why are you now putting your thing on me?" You get it? So it differs. It's different.
It differs, but then I feel like if you need to spice up your sex life or whatever, like there are certain things you should try out with the person you love. So honestly, yeah, if that teasing comes in, like I don't think it's a bad idea to get mad about it, because at the end of the day it's more like, okay, let me see if I can try to connect with this person. Like, let me see if they're going to try to chase me, or if they are going to try to be in the mood to have these things. So I feel like certain things you should just
Again, that's your language. It doesn't work for everyone else. Chacha,
But
what is yours?
it doesn't hurt to try.
Chacha,
doesn't
would you
hurt.
like to try certain things? Like,
I'd love to,
can we
yeah.
have like some cameo sex on sex thing on the laptop? And
No,
you see,
I'm not a phone sex
we're
person.
talking about that.
you
We're
are
talking
not,
ab-
but are you willing to adjust?
Oh,
And
I
if
don't know. I don't think I can like 16 that one. Good, perfect. But
You're
virtual
perfect.
sex.
Yo, have you had sex? It's perfect at sexting.
And I'm like, yo, but then if you're sexting, okay, Chacha, if you're sexting, yeah,
It's so fake.
don't you share pictures if you're sexting? Don't you share
I only
pictures?
share videos, but not of me, of other people doing it.
What the fuck is?
Like I told you,
I'm that
diverse
shy. I'm
world,
that
diverse world,
shy.
diverse world.
I'm shy when it comes
When
to
you're
sex.
sexting, like, okay,
tell
to
us,
me,
tell us, what are you supposed to do?
to me, if I'm sexting, yeah, I'm sharing intimate pictures of myself with that person.
Okay.
To me,
I sure even internet.
Tell us more. Tell us. No, let her tell us more. We are learning.
no, like, to me, the way I understand it, it's more of, okay, I miss your body. I haven't seen your body in a while. So, pictures, like, let me have a look at your pictures. Let me have a look at your body. Let me have a look at your lips. Like, like the whole thing. So if I'm to share, those nudes of certain people or what, it wouldn't. Yes, it's a turn on. It's good, but at that particular point, I want to have a look at your body. I want to have a look at you.
But me sharing those videos of people having sex makes you or informs you that that's what I want to do to you. Some people are not comfortable. I've met many people who are not comfortable sharing their nudes, and they're like, when you ask for them, they're like, that's a no-go zone for me.
Okay, then maybe it differs to when you're sexting or how you're sexting with who. But to me, if I'm in a long distance relationship with someone and I'm yearning for your body, So there is no point of you sending me someone else's body. Yet I personally want to have a look at your body.
Okay, so what is your favorite sex style?
My favorite sex style.
Okay, not really favorite, but what do you love? Like, what do you love? It might be 10, 20, 100.
100. So,
LJ.
LJ.
my favorite sex position. I like a 69 position, and Jesus.
Oh.
But mostly it's more of a 69 because I feel like I'm in control of you and you're also in control of me. We are both giving it to each other, and we are connecting on that same level and same pace. So
I think I love 69.
Yeah, you're so putting your hands. You are putting up your hands, singing like you don't care.
How about you?
Me, it varies with the person.
what do you like about the 69? I'm sorry to that.
Please continue, please.
I love the 69 because I love the 69 because having fun with your pussy, and then you're also having fun with mine. But in the end, I would love you to get down. So I'd love to give it to you because okay, no.
No, tell us.
Yeah, what is the normal for human? Tell us.
Okay, I'd love the 69. Explore me as I explore you. But in the end, I'd love to dominate at the end. Yeah. And get you there.
Oh, CJ.
To the climax.
Yeah.
CJ. Me. It depends on the person. I won't say my favorite is my favorite and this, but you meet different people and they give you a different vibe. When Akusangoli, you're in a bar, and then maybe the nearby place is maybe an unfinished building or a toilet. I'm not going to be able to do the 69 or something. At that moment, I'll give what my chemistry is channeling. So, but usually, I love to have us both fight, dominate each other.
Perfect.
You know how like you're doing a scissor, but instead of the scissor, you're like, you're in me, I'm in you.
Yeah.
And someone is
Like
trying to prove a
feeling
point
each
of
other.
like whatever the
Number
energy is
one,
going,
number
the other energy is going. Like that part, me, that's my favorite. But usually, again, when it's different people, if I meet CJ, it's a different energy. If I meet LJ, it's a different energy. It's just the chemistry is what moves me. Because man, human beings are like art. You have to discover and see every flaw and curve it and penetrate it. Or be able to embrace it and basically make love to it.
So does that mean, does that mean that today if you meet Chacha, it's going to be a different style? Then the next day you're going to meet LJ, it's a different one.
Amen.
And then you're going to meet someone out there, it's going to be the same shit.
Jesus. It's usually, but then there are also cases whereby you find the same point, the same chemistry moves. You get it?
Yeah.
Because what I'll have with my ex won't be the same with what I have with my current. You find scenarios whereby you felt your ex was the best kisser. You find this human being where you want to choke your tongue inside there, And it's different.
It would be different when you meet someone you're going a one night stand person.
Yeah.
Do you guys
It
do
would
one
be
night
like
stand?
crazy shit going down.
Have you ever done a one night stand?
Cha-cha.
CJ?
Excuse me? We're waiting. Oh yeah, I have.
You've ever?
Yeah.
How was it?
They're usually fun in the moment. Afterwards, you feel
And then you feel like,
you're like, what was wrong? Wouldn't you come yourself? But not all the time. Not all the time. There's some that are really good and you have very good chemistry and connection. But then you know that that's it. There's some that are like that. I have had some that are really cool, and it's the end. Like,
are you still friends with them?
I'm friends with everyone.
But let me tell you about one night stands. That night would be like, I have to. No, let me give an example. If you meet this hot babe, very proud as fuck, and be like, if I get them, I have to fuck them to maximum, to let them know. You get. So the next will be like, why did I even ask for the number? Why?
You know,
So it's kind of you're regretting as to why you even
you
did
did
that
it.
in the first
that
place.
takes us back to the fact that when your body demands for something, the drive, you get it, you'll go for it above and beyond. But after you've come and the body's like, man, if you change,
That makes you selfish.
yeah, but it's true. Most of us are selfish. I am a selfish motherfucking lover. I am.
Oh,
I am.
she's fucking selfish.
What do you think about anal sex?
I'll give it to you. Just don't touch my rear end, please. I'll
Really?
give it to you. I
Me
respect
too.
it. I can even be turned on while giving it to you, but do not touch my
Isn't
ass. Unless you're biting it. But don't touch my ass.
Or rimming it.
No. Just touch it,
Rimming
jiggle
doesn't
it.
count.
Touch
No,
it.
rimming.
Rimming.
Yeah, still. Touch it, jiggle it, squeeze it, burn it. Don't
The rimming
get
is okay.
anywhere. But I can give you the rim. I can give you what you want. And I had learned recently actually how to.
Rim.
Yeah, and they actually turned me on. I was getting wet as I was doing the act. So, but just don't get to my part. Just don't touch me.
What
Don't
is
get to-
rimming though?
Rimming is licking the anus.
I thought it's also both like.
No.
Oh.
But it's
Just stopping on top.
No, it's not for
It's
some.
not.
And once it's painful, then
Don't
you
even
don't
ask
get
me. It has never
tried.
been done to me.
I'm not looking. I'm not telling you. I'm just looking at you as I say. When it's painful, just know you're not doing it right. So you have to.
And
Teach
again,
yourself.
we learn. May learn. There are times I get lost, I forget, and then there are times when you get mad and you're like, you go beyond that, then the energy and someone go in there to say,
Elja, tell us about kinky sex.
Kinky sex. What is kinky sex?
I think kinky sex
Beyond
is like
tradition?
having sex that involves pain. I don't know if it's the same as BDSM.
What is BDSM?
What is BDSM?
Yes, sukabaka. I don't
yes, let us know.
Yes,
Let us
because
know.
we don't know. We don't know this term.
For kinky sex, I think it's that sex that involves pain. Candle wax. How do they call these?
That
Are they whips
Whippy,
or what?
whatever it is.
What, like
Whippy
whipping
whatever.
up
obo busabula obo binobo.
Ayo, but how do people enjoy that sex? Like pain? I don't think I would enjoy painful sex.
See,
Kinky.
you know what kinky sex is.
No,
That's kinky sex.
I beg to differ. I feel like kinky is
And
anything
also-
beyond tradition.
Okay, beyond tradition, kinky sex could entail what CJ explained,
Yes.
and then also it could involve sex toys. Yeah, sex toys are the dildos, the vibrators, those whatever. Like there are so many different types of sex toys. So by having kinky sex, or if you want to have kinky sex, you involve that. Actually, if you've ever watched 50 Shades of Grey, that could describe a little bit of kinky sex. All those movies.
Okay.
I have a different view. I feel kinky is anything exotic, anything out of the ordinary. We have
What is the ordinary
That is
for
what,
you?
yeah. To me, we have a human normative of what should be normal and what shouldn't. And usually, what we feel is normal is what's tradition. So to me, I feel kinky is anything outside what you usually know. Some people just having video sex is kinky. To some people, sexting is kinky. To some, yeah. To some
That
people,
goes back to what
the candle wax, the bonding, that is kinky. The
Yeah.
pain is kinky.
Because
To
they're
some
involved in other
people-
materials.
Yeah, and to some people, having sex in a public place while people, like we're on a bar table and we're having sex, we're touching, that is kinky. To me, it's going above and beyond what everyone is used to. So kinky doesn't mean necessarily pain to me. It means something above and beyond. I will be in a group of friends and maybe, you have an office somewhere and there's a meeting going on in the next door, or people are working, or decide to go and have like some short, some beautiful break there.
Okay.
That's kinky to me.
So
Okay, from that, why do you think people prefer doing crazy stuff with strangers than their partners at home?
They
Crazy
do.
stuff like
Yeah, some people do.
Like what?
Let me say, I don't know how I can describe the crazy stuff, but let me say like dating a conservative person, and then maybe I don't know how to describe it, but going wild with a stranger.
Like, who is a conservative person?
I think a conservative person is this person who is traditional, someone who wants to go down on a woman's pussy, someone who wants like to be fucked.
DJ Khalid paid.
Dead.
Yeah.
Who is a traditional person, Tilda?
Missionary. Chika tugenda mbuliri.
What is missionary? Missionaries lie in your bed.
Like, it's
One
more,
person down, another one on top.
it's more like
Day in, day
Nkakusanga
out,
ngoli
day
ready.
in.
But doesn't that make 69 missionary?
No.
No. What is 69 position, Chacha?
69 is I'm down.
Mm-hmm.
You put your head in the direction of my pussy,
Mm-hmm.
and then also your pussy will be just on top of my head.
Ex-
So I'll lick you as you lick me.
Exactly. And missionary?
I think missionaries, the normal lying down, I fuck you, you sleep.
No, missionary.
Isn't there a difference?
There's a very big
there is,
difference.
there is.
There's a very big difference. We're not saying every time you go to bed, that's a tradition thing. You can do so many things in the bed. Naebwe, first and foremost, can shower, honey. We are having a schedule for sex. Then I find you in bed, you lie down, I come.
Chabugazi.
Zuzu. We're done. Okay, bye. No. Mvako, ndeka, go home. I don't know.
Go
Let me go. You get it?
Get the fuck
no.
off me.
No. But though I understand it works for some people.
It
Again.
does.
Though for some of us, for most of us.
Twagala ne ku dining. Nakusinki.
Amani twateka musingi njaganya
Kitchen counter.
Just make sure you do not destroy the dishes. If you break my dishes, it's a turn off.
That's a turn on for me.
So, okay. So, let's go to self-pleasure, masturbation.
Elton.
Mm-hmm.
Self-pleasure. It's
You do
normal.
it?
Yeah, I do. I do play with myself.
And you come, you get the
Yeah, I do.
orgasm.
I do. And okay, when it comes to self-pleasure, it's something that people find weird and people find it to be abnormal something.
Especially
And-
when it comes to women masturbating.
Yeah, and actually people have this myth that if you masturbate or if you want or if you play with yourself, then it means you do not have anyone to give you that pleasure.
Really?
That is what some people think. And to me, I find it very, very absurd because if I wanted to have someone, I would. But at that particular moment, I'm not going to just go out there and sleep with someone just because society is saying you do not have someone.
Of society.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I find it to be normal, and it actually gives me enough time to explore my body and to know what I really want and what turns me on, what doesn't turn me on. So to me, it's something very, very normal, and I don't have to shy about it.
Yeah, I think masturbation helps you discover those spots of your body, so that even when you get someone, you tell them this is where I want you to touch me, and it even helps the other person to get you there.
Yeah, to
Without
even know
just
that you're
playing around with
communicating.
me,
Yeah.
But I personally, masturbation failed because I believe in body contact. Yeah, I've tried it and it has never worked for me.
Yeah, about masturbation, it's a complex topic, eh? Because different people masturbate really differently. There are people who just have their mental orgasms without even touching, and they just come. They just picture it. They have that beautiful world in their head, and they come. There are people who have to touch themselves. There are people who have to use toys. There are people who have to just squeeze their body, their clit until it comes. There are people who actually use. There's someone I saw was using. Is it a laser? That electric thing whereby on their. Yeah, no. This thing that electrifies you.
It's called.
Yeah. she put it on her clit and
Is it
until
like
she
a
passed
taser?
out. A taser, yeah. She passed out and she come. So I feel like when people say it helps you discover yourself, yes, it helps you discover, but to some of us who don't touch ourselves, we may not know the spots that actually still work for us. Because when our body is actually giving into the whole masturbation, it's all about make sure that little thing just reaches the climax. Then to another person, they'll touch the boobies, the waist, the thighs.
As they call someone's
as they
name.
call their name. Some of us, you don't even have a name in the head. You
the
just
person,
like
just
all
have
about
that
the
blurry
body.
picture.
Like you better, you have
Do it.
to reach there. And then whatever at that moment, like people have preferences in porn, but then when you're not even touching yourself and your body is just telling you have to come or have an orgasm, you're just looking for anything that can remind you of the fact that you have a connection with a person. So to some people, yes, it helps them get to know their spots, but me personally, up to now, you tell me the spots. The spot that LJ touched won't be the same as the spot that
But it
CJ
goes
touched.
both.